All right, so use point slope form to write linear equations. I got a little sentence here for you. You aren't always given the y-intercept.
What?
You aren't always given the y-intercept of a line. And so y equals mx plus b, it needs that y-intercept, doesn't it?
Yep,
That's that
kinda.
b in there. So you aren't always given the y-intercept of a line. There are two methods to write the equation when you're not given the y-intercept. So one method is you can totally use y equals mx plus b, but you're basically going to use it twice. And let me kind of explain what's going on there.
Didn't you do that in the process?
I'm sorry?
I think you did some a problem like this in the last.
Oh, okay, maybe so. And honestly, because I recorded that like a couple of years ago, so I'm not sure what all was on there. But yeah, if you don't have the y-intercept and you're using y equals mx plus b, you temporarily put in values for x and y and m,
Oh yeah, we did one.
and then you solve for b, right?
Oh, yeah.
You solve for b. Okay, so you guys did that yesterday. Well,
Let's still do it because.
yeah, we'll do an example. Well, so you use it twice. It turns out that the other way to do this is to use this formula. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now, this looks more complicated, but once you use it a few times, it's just as easy to remember as this one. Now, with this one, you get to write your equation right away. Now, the reason I say that is because the x1 and the y1, they come from the point that you're given. This y and this x just stay. And then m is your what?
Slope.
Now, you might think, well, why does this work? Well, the reason this works is because this actually comes from slope. So you don't have to write this down, but let me just show you. Isn't the slope formula m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1?
Mm-hmm.
Well, check this out. If I want to move this over here, can I just multiply by it?
Yeah.
Check this out. And none of this is getting recorded because I'm way over here. But that's okay. Do you guys see how this looks a little bit familiar? Are those not the same equation?
Yeah.
So it turns out point slope form is actually just rewriting the slope formula. And that's it. A little distracted, are we? A little distracted. That's funny. That is funny, isn't it? Huh. All right, let's write an equation. We have a 0.63 and a slope of -2. So one way to do it is to do y equals mx plus b. We're going to do both, yeah. So one way to do it is to do y equals mx plus b. We know our slope, but what do we not know? We don't have the y-intercept. So what you do is you temporarily fill in a 3 for y, a -2 for m, 6 for x. And do you guys see how that allows us now
Yeah.
to solve for b? This will be negative 12. I'm going to kind of do a shortcut. That's negative 12, so then I would add 12 over. I think b is equal to 15.
Oh, I forgot to do the beat.
You guys okay with that?
Yes.
So now I have my b, I have my m. What's my equation in slope-intercept form?
Y equals negative 2x plus 15.
Plus 15. So that's one way to do this problem. The other way to do it is to do, yeah. What's up?
So, if you were to do it like that, wait, why, okay, never mind. Wait, wait, talk it out, just talk it out.
I'm a bit confused.
Never mind. Wait.
Sure.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Alice, we're good.
Well, it's fine, just go ahead.
All right,
I'll
so,
figure it out.
ladies and gentlemen, that's a fine way of doing this problem. That's okay. But you could also do point slope form, and watch what happens. You'll go y minus, what's the y value? 3 equals, what's the slope?
Negative 2.
X minus, what's the x value?
6.
6. Now, here's the thing. We just wrote the equation. But, do these match?
No.
They don't match. So what is common is teachers will say, well, go ahead and write your final answer in slope-intercept form. That way it matches no matter which method you use. Does that kind of make sense? Now that may seem complicated, but really all you're going to do is take this negative 2 and what?
Add it over.
Multiply.
Nope, distribute it, and then do what with this? Add that over. So you'll go y minus 3 equals negative 2x plus 12. Add the 3 over. Y equals negative 2x plus 15.
Whoa.
Which one would you say is easier?
I think that is.
Okay.
Now the reason I think it's easier is you're just using the equation once and then
A
solving.
lot less work.
This one, you're technically using the equation twice. One time to help you solve for b, one time to write the equation. In all honesty, they're probably not, it's probably not a big difference between the two, but I like this one pretty well. So we'll stop right there today because it's probably time to clean up some desks.